After several attempts, she finally picked up, and Ya confronted her, hurt and angry. "Why didn't you tell me? Why are you different from your pictures?" Abena struggled to provide a satisfactory explanation, leaving Ya feeling more betrayed than ever. Back in Ghana, Mame Asidu urged her son to proceed with the wedding, emphasizing that they couldn't cancel after making such substantial preparations. "Think of the shame it would bring to both families," she insisted. Despite his anger, Ya felt pressured to comply. With a heavy heart, he agreed to continue with the traditional wedding ceremony, hoping that he could somehow reconcile his feelings later. Months passed, and Ya returned to Ghana to start a new life with Abena. He had ended his contract in the UK, eager to build a future together. However, upon his arrival, Ya found himself filled with unease. The excitement that had once consumed him had faded, replaced by confusion and dissatisfaction. For 3 weeks, he and Abena had not been intimate, and the emotional distance between them only seemed to widen. Desperate for guidance, Ya reached out to Akwasi, who had also returned to Ghana. "Man, I'm struggling," Ya admitted. "I thought everything would be perfect, but it's not like I imagined." Akwasi listened patiently before offering his advice. "You need to take it slow, Ya. You can't force love. Give it time and be patient with her. You might find that you grow to love her in your own way." Taking Akwasi's words to heart, Ya tried to foster a more loving environment at home. He made an effort to compliment Abena, engaging her in conversations about her life, her interests, and her children. But no matter how hard he tried, Abena often seemed disengaged, preferring to talk about her past or the movies she watched rather than their relationship. Feeling increasingly isolated, Ya grew frustrated. One fateful night, he returned home late, around 11 p.m., only to find that the door to their room was locked. He knocked and called out to Abena, but she didn't respond. After a futile hour, he gave up and sought refuge at an all-night church, trying to find solace in prayer. The next morning, he confronted Abena about her lack of response. "Why didn't you open the door? I was worried." "I didn't hear you," she replied nonchalantly, shrugging off his concern. This pattern continued for over a year. Ya felt more like a stranger in his own home, and the weight of his loneliness became unbearable. He craved intimacy, affection, and emotional connection, but Abena seemed indifferent to his needs. In a moment of desperation, Ya sought comfort outside his marriage. He began speaking to a woman named Fuwa, hoping to find the happiness and love that seemed elusive with Abena. Their conversations filled a void, and for the first time in a long while, Ya felt alive again. But fate had other plans. One day, while going through Ya's phone, Abena discovered the chats between him and Fuwa. Furious, she called Fuwa and issued a warning never to contact her husband again. The ensuing confrontation caused a rift between Ya and Abena, leaving him feeling regretful for his actions. He had hoped that Fuwa would inspire him to rekindle his feelings for Abena, but now the situation had spiraled out of control. "I'm sorry," Ya said to Abena, feeling the weight of his choices. "I didn't mean for it to go this far. I just wanted to feel loved again." Abena's reaction surprised him. "If you want to marry a second wife, I won't stop you. Just don't hide it from me," she said, her tone surprisingly calm. Though initially taken aback, Ya appreciated her honesty. "But I want someone who can bring joy into our lives," Abena added, expressing her desire for him to find a better match. The agreement was strange but liberating for Ya. He ended things with Fuwa, recognizing that he needed to focus on his relationship with Abena.